Yo, yo, yo. Is that a prince saving his streak? A beautiful evening. At least the sneaky stream isn't happening early, right? Am I right? But also, am I ruining your work? 1 second, actually, I need to close the door. Also, look here, lonely pizza slice. 1 second. I'm keeping a record of the stream count. Ooh. I mean, isn't the streak the record? You know, isn't the streak simply the record? Or do we need like an extra counting? I mean, I guess if the streak breaks, right? But that would never happen. Yes, that's the point. Okay, yeah. You are the torch holder. So what's your streak now? Is it like, I don't know, it was like, was it around 30 or something? Yes, 33. Oh shit. Expedition 33. Finding a Sami stream. I mean, I don't remember when it started either. 30? I don't... That sounds like a lot for this year, doesn't it? Because I streamed quite a bit, I think, in January. And maybe even some in February. No, I think only January, right? I think January, and then I stopped because then I was getting busy with like moving and stuff. Like I feel like there was some streams around like early the year and end of year. And that was mostly just Saturdays, right? And some spontaneous streams. So I don't know, it sounds like a lot for just this year. Like if we're even assuming, oh, maybe not. It could be. Like if we're assuming I did have every Saturday, I'm surprised I haven't lost it by now. I mean, it is truly rare for me to have a stream where you aren't around. To be honest, I can't even remember the last time you fully missed a stream. Obviously, there have been streams where like you only were there for like, you know, they were for at a shitty time, so you either joined very late or just for a bit, then fell asleep. But a stream where you didn't catch at all is rare. You had a 98 streak that was reset. Who knows, Prince? Maybe the streaks are capped at 99 and then they just restart at 1. You're not meant to be that successful with your streaks. Alright. What is going on here? Okay. Alrighty. Wait, no, wrong button. Wrong button. It's kind of bad that the game shares keybinds with OBS. So do I have to go? Yeah, I have to go in here to then load. You've seen some of the 150 streak. So if we assume they introduced streaks this year, and like that's like almost every day, right? That's like almost every day. Right, we were fishing here. Wait, the fishing spot is gone? No, it's here. Never mind. Wait, but if I'm up here... Wait, did I not fish? I'm so confused. I mean, the fish would be probably in... loot? Yeah, there it is. Mushy bait eater. And... oh shit, look at all those things we completed. Defeat a tree. Wait, really? That was a... that thing died in one hit. Oh shit, we have a chain of 5. That means we're also getting a chain reward. Cool. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought they added it this year. Okay, then the 33 doesn't sound that crazy for this stream either. Because I did stream a little bit more towards the end of the year. I tend to do that when it's Christmas and stuff. Right, the PP points. Wait, I got the vouchers, but I don't even know how to use the voucher. Ooh. Brewery pot. Actually, I really like this one. Chance to inflict damage on the enemies at the start of a battle. Party gains more PP per enemy kill. I guess we're going with that. Extra PP. Extra PP! Oh wait, you can't even see the text because my cam... oh, I haven't found a perfect spot for... where to put my cam. Right! Your birthday is in 4 days. That is right. Bigger PP, more power. Exactly. Sleep and stress have been so fucked. What is stressing you the most currently? Being behind on work, yeah. I feel like that's a constant thing through life. I've noticed that I've gotten a lot more chill with that. I've accepted it as a permanent part in my... a permanent thing in my life. Well, I'm not really behind. Like, I do a lot. But... basically, there's always so much to do, right? I never feel like I've truly done enough. Oh! Hello. Sure. Like, this is like a massive honey pot. I feel like this DLC is kind of like Pooh Bear themed. The heat probably ate a lot of time, could barely breathe and get any energy. Yeah, you know, same here. The heat is killing me and it's like really reducing my my brain power. It's like it's really hitting on the productivity. But maybe that is why I have more energy to stream at night. Because I'm getting less shit done during the day. The singles I got start of the year and lost pretty much a month. The shingles. Oh, the shingles. I was like, the singles you got. Are you what? Dating show? What are we talking about? Hello? Are you collecting on Tinder or something? No singles here, that's for sure. This is how I found out that one of my viewers had a basement filled with Tinder dates. Monka ass. The damage you deal has... Oh, is it all just the same? Is every honeypot just you deal more damage, you take less damage? I thought the honeypots would be a bit more interesting than that, maybe. Imagine Tinder is actually responding more than a week. Oh shit. So yeah, now we start an overdrive. That is pretty strong. I feel the volume is maybe still a little bit too loud. Do you feel the same? Is she still hitting? Yeah, she's still hitting everyone. Molester. It's equal volume as you. Yeah, then it should be slightly lower. I like it when it's like, you know. It shouldn't be... I shouldn't be combating the volume. Yeah, it should be. That's how it should be, for sure. Wait, did she just fail on everyone? Oh, I thought the way the skill works is like it has 50% chance on every single enemy. But I guess it's 50% to do it or not do it at all. You know what the most cringe dating scene is? The 5-minute dating thing. Oh, you mean the show, the Red Button show? Or do you mean just in general, like blind dates? Like where they like all, like speed dating. Where they all do like group blind dates. That is pretty, like all of it is cringe, honestly. The speed dating? Yeah, that is pretty cringe. Yeah, like all of it is cringe. Like the thing is, right? Like, I feel like if you're like desperately like the odds are that when you go to something like that, you're pretty desperate to be in a relationship. And I feel like that already means you don't have much going for you in life. Like, you know? Like, maybe two people that are both like that would actually match up well, right? So I'm not saying, like, it's wrong, like, you know, because, like, maybe, like, you know, if you have two people that are like that and they match up and that works well, it could be, right? But for me personally, it's like, okay, like, if you're this desperate for a relationship, then you are, like, I feel like you're almost expecting too much out of a relationship for your life, right? Like you're putting too much weight into what a relationship needs to do for you. Instead of like I think it's incredibly important that you find purpose and happiness in life outside of your relationship, right? And then a relationship is obviously a beautiful thing and comes on top of that. And it's can be a partnership, can be the support, like everything else, right? But like I feel like it's incredibly difficult to be long-term happy if you expect a relationship to basically be all your happiness and purpose. If it wasn't if it wasn't humiliating enough being rejected, you have a big button to let you know someone's sick of you. Yeah, no. The red button is pretty brutal. But I also feel like, okay, here's the thing, right? I feel like the red button show, like I watched a little bit of it, right? And I feel like it almost became this thing where they just wanted to make sure they stay on the button, like, right? And they're not, like, it wasn't really about anymore, oh, I'm interested in this person. It was more like, oh my god, I need to be the first to press the button, so I'm not the one who has to go, right? They just wanted to meet as many people as possible and stay on the button for as long as possible, right? It kind of like, the show kind of lost its purpose because of the button. Humiliation. Usually I do not struggle that much with that word. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah. Basically, like, if you're going to something to speed dating, I don't know, there's a high chance that you're too desperate to get into a relationship, really. They should just play the real dating game, FF14. Hell yeah. Look at me. I mean, you know, right? Yeah, you know, of course. I met Mink through FF14. It's all true. It's real. Every couple you know met at 14. Even your parents. But I didn't know you were that young, Prince, but yeah. Yeah. No. You're like turning 10 or what? Or 12? Oh my god. I know a few FF couples too. We had like a FF couple in Tomatoes in one of the raid groups. And I actually met them. They are German. I met them here in Germany too. They visited Hamburg. It was very nice. Yeah. You know, the only thing that kind of like always like for me like, so here's the thing, right? I think every kid grows up with their own default, right? Like, I think even our grandparents already felt bad for how we grew up, you know what I mean? But the happiest moment that I experience is still the happiest moment that I know, you know what I mean? And this, like, so it as grim as it seems, I still think, because like every being, you know, experiences their own like happiest and saddest moments, I still think like no matter how grim the world is, there's happiness to be had, basically. And I don't know, maybe that is a little bit, you know, lowering the blow. Optimism, gross. Yeah. I mean, also, okay, let's be real. It's not true that all quality of life has gone down the drain. What is wrong with my speech today? But yeah, not all quality of life has gone down the drain. And in reality, like, you know, kids still grow up with a lot more quality of life than what we had, right? But it's more like, I think, like, I don't think it's actually about that at all. I think the main thing for, and this is probably what you're feeling too, right, for kids, like, one is like the parents, but it's also like the perspective, the opportunities, right, for kids, is kind of feeling pretty grim. Yeah, like, okay, like my nerd brain, when you say quality of life, okay, this is my nerd developer brain, right? When you say quality of life, I'm literally thinking about quality of life features. Like, you can now use AI, you can now, like, control stuff with voice, you, like, you know, like that. That is what my brain goes to. But you're right, that it's not necessarily quality, right? Like, it's not really quality necessarily, but it is hella convenient. You know? But yeah. Hell yeah, paralyze on all of them. But yeah, oh, I forgot about the Ultramarines actually. Sleepy! Hello! And Apes! Cape Verde just scored their first World Cup goal. I did not even know that they were, like, neither that they had a team, nor that they were participating in the World Cup. Sure, Prince. Enjoy, enjoy. And also Sleepy, how are you? Well, now you know. I do, and it's very important information for, you know, proper guesses in the future on how matches are gonna end. Wait, does it mean there's a match right now that you're watching? I mean, probably actually, because otherwise you would be in bed, right? Sleepy, you watched football? Crazy. You're playing against Uruguay. Oh, you're on vacation. Nice. So, pretty well. My body handled a full workout for the first time again today. Congrats. Oh my god, but it's so hot currently, Sleepy. I mean, I guess at this heat, the gym has the AC advantage. Maybe. But yeah, like, for me, like, currently it's so hot, the weather, like, I'm, like, dying all day, every day. But yeah, long recovery. I mean recovery, right? But like basically you've spent half a year getting back into the workouts. Yeah, Sleepy is watching on YouTube. Sleepy is watching on YouTube. Like Apes, at least, come on. Like, at least, aren't you proud of me for integrating the YouTube chat into the stream? You know, at least you can read them. You know, as you know, every stream improvement takes roughly 3 years here. Wait! I did not know you were I mean, okay. Wait. Am I mixing it up now? I do remember you talking about a surgery, but I thought it was just a minor surgery. Wait, for how long were you hospitalized? Oh, that's so smart, going to the gym when football is running. Yeah, that is true, Apes. That is true. That's a very fair point. Also, Apes, have you ever wondered why I'm so good at predicting all the football games? I don't know how to get to that chest. Or maybe you know the answer. Maybe you know why I'm so good at guessing football games. Wait, I thought I came from here. Oh, I see. So this is actually... I cannot go that way back. I bet it's because you secretly love and follow football. Man. But then I would be rich, wouldn't I? I mean, maybe I am. I bought a house. Maybe I'm secretly rich. Who knows? No. The reality is, Apes, the real reason why all my predictions about football are correct is, in fact, because, I mean, maybe you remember our savior, Mr. Chair, the time traveler. He left me with all those results. That is obviously the reason. It was his last goodbye gift. Because this is Mrs. Chair. I think Apes is now on her way out after hearing this explanation. She wrote the football prediction algorithm. You were at the hospital for 2 months late last year. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe I'm mixing stuff up. But I was streaming late last year too, for a bit, around Christmas. But yeah, I had no idea that you were in hospital that long. But it is good to know that you made it safely out and that you're back in shape. That is amazing. Oh, there's a thing here. Maybe there's an alternative path. And then back up here. I feel like I was already up there. I'm on my way to dig Mr. Chair up from the garbage dump. Impossible. He went back. He's a time traveler. He went back to the future. It was due to nervous system issues from the burnout. I might have mentioned some stuff, but not too much. I see. I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to press you on this, Sleepy, right? Like, I was just curious. Or rather, I was just, like, questioning my own memory. But obviously, you share here what you want to share, right? You never feel pressured. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you're doing better. Abe's about to make that big money, yeah. Wait, this actually kind of reminds me of that show. Man, what was the show called? Alright, here. What was the show called that, I know, it's a sci-fi show from a few years ago with like a boy and he becomes like, they are stranding on a planet. It's like a show that is kinda high quality production but super bad acting. You know, that's like the combination we're going for. It's a sci-fi show. A family stranding on a planet and the boy becomes friends with a robot, like an alien robot. And that's kind of what it reminds me of, like, you know, like, because, like, that alien robot later, like, the villain lady, she makes the alien robot her friend instead. And basically, this is the same arc of Apes making Mr. Chair, now that I dumped him, her friend instead. You have no idea about the show? Fuck. Okay, wait, let me Google really quick. We'll figure it out. I think the show's like from maybe like 2016 or something, 18. Okay, wait. We'll Google together. Sci-fi show, and like it's kind of ridiculous too. Like this whole family is like the perfectly normal American family, but also these super astronauts. Family stranded in space. Lost in space. Yeah, it's literally that. Oh, I didn't even know. So it was from 2018. Yeah, this year. Mr. Dr. Chair Who. Oh my god, that would be amazing. Mr. Chair Who. That is the show we need. But yeah, what's this show here? It's actually kind of high rated, I would say. Okay, so I know I'm kind of mixed on the show. If you really like sci-fi, I think it's an acceptable show to watch. If you're not into sci-fi, then I wouldn't recommend it, because I think the show, okay, it also depends on what you value, right? Because I think the production quality on the show was actually pretty good, like the visuals, right? But some of the acting was terrible. Like, I don't even think the writing of the show was that bad, necessarily. It really was the acting. I value football. Imagine, yes! Sleepy, the 14th Doctor, or whatever. No, I don't know. But, you know, Chair. Oh my god, that is actually, yeah. Maybe it all makes sense now. Mr. Chair has always been the Doctor. His, like, I don't know how many reincarnation. I value football. Wait, but you like sci-fi too, right, Apes? Or not? Are you not really into sci-fi? Oh, not really into it. Oh, okay. Okay, well, then, yeah. Then I guess you get a pass on this one. Is there a football sci-fi? I mean, Doctor Who has everything, right? Just gotta watch Doctor Who. Okay, another anomaly, hmm? This is the slave city I was born in. Golgotha is lost, Hune. So be it. We've stalled the monsters for 3 days as tasked. Our job is done. Besides, there are only criminals here. Anyway, let them fend for themselves. Killian, what are you doing with that brat on your back? The boy is still alive. We have to help him. Are you nuts? We're no charity. I found him beneath a pile of corpses. It's nothing short of a miracle. Fate must have something else planned for him. I'm not leaving him behind. Disgusting do-gooder. It will be Malak's call on what to do with the kid. Got it? Killian betrayed us in the first game. I know, like, I think, like, Princess AFK, and Sleepy and Apes, I think, didn't play or see the first game. We're playing the DLC right now. But Killian, basically, we just saw Killian save the protagonist, but also Killian is the guy that betrayed the protagonist in the main game. Shaolin Soccer. I'm an expert, trust. Captain Tsubasa, my god. I mean, Captain Tsubasa is probably the best football show I've ever watched. So, I'm with Sleepy here. Another glimpse into the past. That was Hoon, a member of the band of the Iron Bull. He died some time ago, though. Let's not dwell any further. Come. Come. Ooh, another skill points voucher. I wonder, can I just use those, or do I have to... What does it say here? Bring it to the gym. Okay, we have to work out at the gym. Bring it to the gym, both. Okay. AFK alert. Okay, Prince wasn't actually AFK. Or not that AFK. Let's not dwell on the past. Kill him, probably. I mean... Wait. So this is kind of interesting. They've done something really interesting with this DLC, and I don't know if you guys have played another game that has done this, right? So in the main game, right, we are basically playing a complete story, and we're killing like some half-gods and the Giga God in the end, right? That is the main game. And now this DLC neither plays before nor after that. This plays before we fight the half-gods. So now I've seen this, and he didn't even talk about Killian's betrayal, and I'm like, wait, I'm actually not even sure. It could be that the betrayal hasn't happened yet. So it's really interesting that they did this. We're playing now a DLC that plays in the middle of, or not in the middle, but shortly before the end of the base game we played 2 years ago, and yeah, it's kind of interesting what it opens up, because yeah, now we saw something with Killian and he didn't react, so I think actually the Killian betrayal hasn't happened yet. So like Elden Ring, basically. Kinda? But it's more specific here, because we're literally slipping into the moment before we're fighting the gods. And my theory, working theory right now is that basically what's happened here, right, in this DLC so far, is that we've been thrown through a portal to the past. So obviously we're having some time travel stuff going on. So my theory is that at the end of this DLC, the party will forget about the time travel. But this DLC will basically add some explanation to why they even were able to defeat the gods in the first place. That's my theory where this is going. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. The DLC is not before, it's not after, it is actually just right there within the plot we already played. But still a new story. Yeah, time travel. Prince's favorite. I have a beer league match tomorrow. Did Mr. Shed tell you the outcome of that match? You know, I think, Aves, the moment I actually try, I will fail. It only works because I'm very casually just following my gut. What is beer league? My guess is they're playing for beer. Like, my guess is they're having, like, a friend manager league, but instead of playing for money, they just play maybe for beer. I don't know. You have to buy the you know, you have to buy each other beer. That's how I understand it, at least, but maybe I'm wrong. It's like a league worse than amateur. Oh, okay. This actually reminds me of Crosscode. Crosscode had these very long-winded ways around as well. My secret is that I enter my prediction after game. Sami, probably. No, Sleepy. I actually... Apes was so kind a few years ago. That's how it all started. Apes was so kind to do on the Discord, on our Discord, a little bit of a prediction match, basically. And she even put prizes in. I don't remember all the prizes, but basically the first prize, which I got obviously, was a Fat Cat mount and FF14. It's actually still the only real money mount I got. Well, besides maybe you could the invite a friend mount also consider a real money, but it's, you know. So, but basically, I don't know, what was it? Was it Europe Championship? I think, or was it a World Championship? I don't know, but like basically you could submit guesses to Apes. I won the thing, I got the Fat Cat mount. Yeah, I don't remember anymore either. But every single of my predictions was on spot. And then there were like 2 or 3 other predictions outside of that I did that also happened to be correct. I don't actually think in the Discord Sami prediction saga, I don't actually think I ever made a wrong prediction, but maybe I have a long time ago. I don't know. But it started somewhere around there, right? But like now recently, Apes again reported on a game going on, and I predicted how the game would end, and it was again on spot, including the after time. So yeah, I don't know. But again, like it's just like I just follow my gut, or that's at least what I need to say, because you know, Mr. Chair needs to be safe. But it is definitely a ridiculous amount of games I've now guessed correctly. Like, it's probably like 10 games or so that I've guessed correctly in a row. Because of all the ether, my allergies are going wild. This is horrible. I wonder where Talos' previous research group ran off to. Who cares where those assholes went? If we weren't in this strange place, I'd have dragged them to Hermit's Isle by their ears and told them off. Over there, I can see the outlines of some buildings through the fog. Might that be the city of Elrant? Achoo! Let's hope the ether lifts a little over there. An earthquake. Look, a vortex of ether is falling from the sky. I should have saved the game. I can predict football games. I did not predict the boss fight, even though it was probably fucking obvious. A red-eyed demon. Prepare for battle. Wait, why is there 2 all of a sudden? Wait, this is not what was in the cutscene. Why is there 2 of them? This is not what I signed up for. Uruguay tied? What kind of match is this? Is this a match that just ends at 1-1, or is this a match where they go to after time? Alright, so when I... Why is there 2? Wait, maybe it's there... Maybe... Oh yeah, they do have different elements. They're both weak to darkness, though. Also said that from this one I can steal. Okay, nice. Let me just build a mech really quick. Hold right there. It can end in a draw. The tournament has just started and they are doing the group matches. I see. I see. But Cape Verde, right? I need to Google that before I sound really fucking dumb. I mean, I am really fucking dumb, but like, isn't that like a tiny place? It is. Oh my god. They only have 500,000 people. Is that true? Yeah. Holy shit. Only 500,000 people. That's like a quarter of the city I live in. So that is pretty impressive. Like, while I don't know about what I would have guessed, I definitely would have rooted for Cape Verde. I mean, yeah, they probably do. Or they just happen to have some crazy talents. I mean, both is probably true. But yeah, that is really fucking impressive. Like, 500,000 people. Ah, cool. Nice. The stealing is done. I'm a bit worried about her health, I think. I'm just gonna... Oh, actually, wait, we could just defend now. Alright, why those things look like... I don't know. I don't even know what we're fighting to. In the cutscene there was one of them. And then we ended battle and there was two of them. I mean, maybe, I don't know, the boss was force cloned mid-cuts, like mid-loading screen, like, I don't know. Something happened while we were on that loading screen, right? And now they're just like screaming in agony. I mean, I probably would be too if I was force cloned. Lightning speed reproduction, yeah, or maybe, I mean, yeah, maybe the boss just burst this. Like, that would have been painful too, right? Plenty of explanations. Oh, the game music is loud. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I will fix that. I wanted to fix that. But I don't think I can fix it mid-combat. Not like this, no. Okay, let me just fix it here. 1 second. Okay, should be better now. All right. Nice. Paralyze. Very good too. Regen? That's cheating. That's healing. She doesn't have darkness attacks either, I think. Ah, Uruguay is winning! Totally, I actually thought it was already done, Apes, when you said it was 1-1. Totally random question, but do you use wallpapers or keep default desktop background? Most of the time I just use default desktop background, but I used to have like custom, and I used to have like a really cool FF14 screenshot actually also for a long time. That was the last time I had a custom one. But yeah, since I've had this PC, I'm back to like no custom background. No, they are playing the first half. Oh. Well, I fear Cape Verde is gonna get destroyed. Good night, Sleepy! Thank you for tuning in and saying hi. Have a good rest. Sleep well in your Bettgestell. Yeah, there's like softwares and stuff that change your wallpapers too. But I know, I don't like putting like, especially for something like that, I don't like putting extra apps onto the PC. I mean, you just have to rescale them, Prince, right? If they're too big, then you can make them the right resolution. A banana? What? Banana? Okay. Is that how you say goodnight these days? Oh shit, overheat is bad. Okay, that's good. What do we need? Also, you didn't hear someone's been using Steam wallpaper engine or whatever to put malware, hiding them. Yeah. No, like okay, I haven't heard about that specific instance, but wallpaper engines and wallpaper software being like bad is like a tale as old as time. I'm pretty sure my first PC brick was also due to a wallpaper software back on Windows 98 and like when I was like 11 years old. So very common. Very common. Nothing has changed. I think it's because like it's kind of probably one of the I think it's just like one of the first things that also new PC owners like gravitate to, right? Like making it their own, customizing it, and they're getting immediately punished. Oh my, but yeah. Steam's been getting a lot of malware uploads lately, it feels like. Yeah, I think it's just like with AI, it's gotten easier and easier and more accessible to create malware too, and something that is generally a good thing is how easy Steam like it is a shame, right? Because it is genuinely a good thing how easy it is for people to upload stuff to Steam, right? It has totally changed like the game basically. But they will probably have to start I mean, I hope, yeah, I don't know how they will handle this. But they might have to actually put more strict regulations on it, which could harm small developers. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is just with AI, it's now so fucking accessible. I saw someone lost all this stuff because they used AI to fake being... Wait, but if they used AI to... Oh, no, the scammers used AI to fake tech support. Yeah. Yeah. In these times, you have to be very vigilant. Yeah. It is it is a shame for sure. Would overheat. But it is a shame for sure. Like it's like a difficult time where like, you know, like the game has changed once again. Like AI, I mean, it's both sides, right? AI enables like scamming on another level, enables like really easily creating malware and stuff. But at the same time, AI is also good to like actually discover these really cheap, you know, malware and shit, like these really cheap security gaps, right? AI is also good at discovering those. So it's a trade-off, but yeah, the war has, you know, stepped up a level. Yeah. But that's the thing, $100 is actually not that much in terms of like spreading malware, right? Unfortunately. But yeah, it does limit it for sure. Like it's not like, you know. Yeah, this is like unfortunately not a lot of money. And that's the thing, right? Like you could increase the threshold, but then you're starting to hurt like these legitimate small devs too, right? I mean, Prince, you can also, like, you know, it's harsh, right? But to a degree, I don't know. It's not fair either, but like to a degree, there is some sort of natural selection happening too, right? But not for all cases. Like some stuff is like legit, just like really, really, like obviously, like when they scam old people and stuff that do not have that kind of understanding, right? Like it's just beyond that. But there is also scams where I'm like, okay, like the person falling for this was just legit greedy and dumb, right? Like, so there is also a little bit of natural selection happening. But it's not fair to say like, oh, it's all good natural. No, it's not. Like, obviously, it's not okay, and there's also cases that are like really disgusting. But some stuff is kind of funny where you're like, kind of like, okay, like you kind of deserved it. Yeah. No, I can imagine that, Prince, that it's difficult for you. Like, since you didn't have a PC before, I can imagine that. And to be honest, it's difficult for me too, because, okay, here's the thing though, right, Prince? Like I feel like there's sometimes, like, such a, like, tricky balance to it, where, like, if I talk too complicated, right, then the person isn't gonna understand and feels like left behind. But if I talk too simple, the person feels dumbfounded because they're like, hey, of course I understand this. Like, why are you going to such great detail, right? Like, do you think I'm dumb, right? Like, I know, like, sometimes there's a bit of a tricky balance to that. But I totally understand that for you, like, buying a PC now, right? Like, not having had PCs all your life and upgrading them, it must feel like a little bit difficult, like, getting into it. Yeah, it is also on schools, for sure. For sure. But yeah, funnily enough, right? You remember, like, everybody knows, like, the scam of, like, the prince or the princess or whatever, right? Like, writing you an email that they need to secure their money and they want to send you like $500,000 or whatever, right? Like, everybody knows that scam, right? But there is actually a similar modern version of that is based in tech. And I actually think it's so funny. I got actually one of those. It's basically the tech version of it is basically them offering you the the fully remote dream job. You're just gonna like work with AI, right? And that they basically want you to deposit money to start the job. Yeah, like there's like basically a modern like tech version of that. It's pretty funny. Yeah, they're too good. Like, it's simple. Nothing in life is truly free, right? And if anybody wants you to deposit money to, like, I don't know, what, a Western bank or some shit, you should always know, like, it's a scam. Like, you know, like... That's why, like, Imam, he's always going over super basic things when coaching people, and he always repeats himself that there's always new people coming in. Maybe they don't know these basic things. Yeah, actually, you know, that's also a thing I did enjoy when watching Emong. I haven't watched anything from Emong in like forever, but no, it's also a thing I enjoyed, and I actually think, when I streamed Hearthstone, I was like that too, but maybe not. But I think so. But this is also a thing that kind of like made clear to me that I don't want to stream it forever, because I basically was like always like explaining the same basics over and over every day, right? This is not like to shit, like it's not like it's perfectly fine, right? And it's a good thing to do, right? But obviously I knew that I would get tired of it. Over here, first and second grade first and second graders use iPads, and in third grade they get their first Windows laptop and start learning those. That is obviously quite far advanced, but that still doesn't mean that they're really learning good skepticism, right, apes? It's also in a way like how easy it is to use tech nowadays takes a bit away from knowing the friction and how to handle the friction. Yeah, but like, no, I do absolutely know what you mean, Prince, and I also appreciate it when somebody does that. But there is, but that's the thing. That's actually exactly a good thing, right? Like, I appreciate it because I also have that perspective on it, but there's other people that don't feel that way. There's people that, like, I've experienced this a lot when, like, in table soccer, in raiding as well, right? Like, people that do not see it that way, they feel like they are being dumbfounded, right? It can be sometimes a little bit tricky. They don't get taught street cred, but PC street cred. Yeah, true. True. Okay, we're taking him to the bedroom. Actually, Sleepy just, like, disappeared with his last message being banana. And I asked what that means, and he just vanished. I hope that wasn't, like, his emergency safe word or something. Oh, well, you wrote that, but you made that joke so often before, I'm surprised I forgot it. Wait, the banana joke is an old joke? Are we in cemetery? Are we in cemetery right now? Oh, the bedroom joke. Oh, yeah. I mean, it just, like, you know, we're all at that age now, Prince, right? That we can enjoy the same joke again and again because we've forgotten it in the meantime. Sammy, there are jokes happening in the chat that you're not a part of. Impossible. To the cemetery! With all of you! I'm like so out of what's happening in this boss fight. Oh, overheat is bad for sure. We need a yellow one. Luckily. Oh wait, we do have a petal store. Puts us in overdrive though. Ah, but Glenn can figure that out. Oh no, that's not a way to figure this out. Nice. Okay. Clone is dead. Or baby. We don't know. Like, there was a cutscene. There was only one boss. Then there was a loading screen. And then there was two of them. Either that boss birthed a grown-up child in that time. Or some forced cloning happened. Also, just wanted to add, I do know what you mean. I've had some moments like that to where it feels like someone's semi-talking down to you, like you just have zero intelligence. Like once when I was doing something with maps, I was struggling to find a spot or something I know, and someone in my old FC was like asking me if I knew how to zoom in the map. And this was well into Heaven's Word, I think. Yeah, it's tricky, right? Because I get it. Like, I do think I'm guilty of sometimes, like, assuming too much or, like, being, like, going too much to the basics. But, like, here's the thing, right? Like, it happens especially, like, when I talk about raid mechanics and raiding, right? But the reason I'm going to, like, a very basic level is just because I want to make sure all 8 in the group have, like, a shared understanding of everything happening, right? Like, I just, like, want to lay it out, like, as basic as possible. And it's not because I think, like, anyone in particular doesn't get it or, you know, or is too dumb for it or anything. I just want to make sure we have a shared understanding of it, right? But I'm definitely guilty of, like, sometimes, like, being, like, too detailed or too basic on that. I do know that. Because I get it. Like, it makes you feel like, I think, like, you don't know that, basically. But yeah, your example is pretty funny. But we both know that that person had probably the bestest of intentions, and they just, you know, the thing is, the way you have to look at it is that that person probably did not figure out how to zoom in on the map until Stormblood. So they run around and they think it's such a useful information because everybody is probably struggling just like they did, right? So that's, like, and if you turn around like that, it becomes kind of cute, doesn't it? Like, I know, like, that's probably what happened, right? Beep, 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 beep. Maybe. I think that's usually the... I don't know, that's at least how I interpret it. I'm trying to find the quotes of what Sami said about maps. A quote about maps. I'm not sure I remember that one. The person was kind of a snob too. Okay, that's difficult. But hey, no, but doesn't that make it even better knowing that that snob that they didn't figure out how to zoom in the map? I know that, to me, that's the most logical explanation to how it happened, right? Ouch. Sometimes I still wonder if I was just too needy for that group, actually wanting to be involved, because not everyone was bad, and I do still like some of the people in it. Oh, you mean that FC group? Do you mean like in a way like of like, weren't they doing enough activities for your taste with you? I do remember you telling like a few things. Wasn't there like also like something like with... Wasn't there a streamer around in that FC too? And didn't you say like... I don't remember it exactly. I'm sorry. I'm getting old, right? But I feel like there was a streamer too, and something with the streamer though happened that made you kind of like step away from it. And I think you even talked about a bad experience in an extreme or something. But I don't know. That's kind of like my brain. Oh, right. No, I remember right now. Yeah, they were like doing stuff like as a clique, like as a... And you never, like... They weren't like only doing stuff with each other, right? Yeah, okay, no, I remember now. I remember now. Who needs maps if you have my intuition with my... Wait, Aves, did you actually dig out the old Google Doc with all the quotes? If you did, send me the link. But yeah, okay, let me... Oh, this one was a video. Oh, okay. Oh shit, you found the clip. Wait, then send the clip. I was about to reenact it. Well, I will reenact it anyways. Who needs maps if you have my intuition? With my sense of orientation, maps and markers are completely unneeded. What an unnecessary feature. Was it kind of like that? The extreme thing might have been someone else. We had plans to do one and I just kept waiting and waiting, and then my last day of sub came and I asked, hey, we still doing this? And the person that was supposed to be like organized commented right under me, didn't even acknowledge me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was something like that. It's tricky, right? So... Our FC is super dead, honestly. Like, no, we have nice people in it, right? Like, but we all like, we play when a new patch drops, we play when a new expansion drops, and I mean, you know it, right? Like, and in between, like, we're just like raid logging, right? But I think our, like, the people in the FC are all like that. They don't really like, no one really like needs activities, right? And I would never like invite someone with like, oh, we're doing shit. No, we're doing nothing. You can have buffs. We're chill, no drama, right? And you know, if you want to do a roulette together, you can ask. Maybe somebody is online, right? Yeah, it's like we're all people who have played the game for years, right? Like, there is no, like... And, yeah, from time to time, we actually do have a sprout. And, you know, sure, we help a bit or whatever, but... I never expect a sprout really to stick around. Because, yeah, they probably do want, like, some more group play activity. But, like, we're just not playing much in between the expansions. there's always like patches where it's a bit more active again, and we might do a little bit together. We do some roulette together, you know, we do some occult crashing together, but like it is literally like a zero pressure environment, like, and like, and I also like it that way, kind of like there have been definitely points where some asked like, oh, could we not, like, you know, invite people again, make this a livelier place, but I personally, I don't, because I'm gonna keep playing the game mostly like that, right? Where I play for patches, I do like raiding, but I'm just not spending that amount of time in the game anymore. It is, you know, so obviously if others want to do more, that's totally fine, but like I'm not gonna spend energy on that and make people believe that I'm gonna be around. I'm not gonna be around. I'm gonna be sometimes around, right? And I'm happy to play with people. It's not like I don't like playing with people, but like, you know, don't count on me. All right, thank you, Apes. Oh, wait, it's not even. Oh, okay, wait. How do we? Okay, let me try to. Okay, wait. So I have to do this, and then for us to get sound, I have to. Okay, Discord sound seems to be added. No, it's not. Yeah, I don't know how to get the. Like this. Let's try that. Yeah, that works. Look at me, so young. And it's so low volume. Okay, we need to kill the. We need to kill the. My God. I'm missing the old volume mixer. That just like, I probably can enable it again. That just like popped up as a little overlay. All right, okay, try again. No, it's not. That is from the game.
Yeah, maps. Who needs maps?
Look at the young Sammy.
If you have my intuition. With my sense of orientations, maps and markers are completely unneeded. Unnecessary features.
You mean in the clip it looks shorter? I actually. Yeah, I think it is slightly shorter in the clip. I do think so too.
Yeah, maps.
I do actually.
Maps?
Oh wow, look at
you
that
have
tearing.
my intuition.
Look at that tearing.
With my
Was I playing like that? That must have been stream only. Mr. Chair by Wolfa. Oh, Mr. Chair. Remember the old wall lamp? Fun fact, when I moved, I had some people help with the move. And I actually, so I still have that little table, but basically I wasn't really sure if I was gonna keep the lamp. And one of the helpers was like, oh, are you gonna like throw the lamp or keep it? And I was like, oh, I'm not sure. And he was like, oh, you know, my daughter would love a lamp like this. And I just gave it to him. So yeah, that lamp has now moved on, belonging to a girl. And I mean, it is a cute lamp. My monitor has atrocious tearing. It's usually not a problem of the monitor. It is usually an issue with like what I can recommend Prince trying is, even though VSync is meant to actually avoid tearing, for me personally, having VSync on often causes tearing. I don't know. I would try turning it off in games, see if it improves it. But yeah. But usually tearing is more like a rendering issue and not a monitor issue. Yeah. But yeah.
Orientations,
But
maps,
yeah, I
and
do
markers
actually.
are completely
What is
unneeded.
going on here?
Unnecessary features.
And this is like I'm playing this on Switch. I was completely blinded by my love for the
With
game.
my
All
sense
this
of
like little
orientation,
glitching and
maps
stuff.
and markers are completely unneeded.
Or is that my Elgato dying? I remember the old Elgato died, right? Was I still using the old Elgato? Is that my old Elgato
Unnecessary.
dying? Damn, 2-2. Cape Verde is trying hard. But yeah, I actually wanna play Xenoblades. It was a close contender for Chained Echoes. Chained Echoes won because I would have to set up my Switch and the Elgato. Prince could have guessed that, right? Yeah, it's crazy amount of work. Crazy amount of work. I mean, 1080p is fine. If you don't have like a great GPU, you won't be playing in more than 1080p anyways. However, yes, the refresh rate does matter. If you have an older 1080p monitor, you might be limited to like 60 FPS, right? And that obviously makes a massive difference. Yeah. Yeah, 60 hertz. Yeah. I actually had that still for a long time too. And funnily enough, was it even Overwatch? I don't know, but they did a test like in Overwatch with people like with the different refresh rates, right? And they also had streamers that were used to playing it on 60 FPS. And the streamers that were still using, used to playing on 60 FPS, they did significantly better than the people that had already upgraded, right? So all I'm saying is like you can actually still play well on it, and people that still play on 60 FPS basically have internalized the delay. And are pretty good actually at adjusting for it. I mean, there is no point in putting anything over 60 FPS for you, Prince, since your monitor doesn't have a refresh rate high enough to, you know, display that to you. So you should basically put all games on 60 FPS if they aren't by default. Yeah, that's what we always tell people in F40, no matter what their complaint is, just adjust, yeah. But yeah, it is a crazy difference. Like, now, whenever I see something in like 60 FPS, like, I cannot. But I actually, for a long time, also still had 60 FPS and was doing fine with it because I was used to it. Yeah, it's basically like, yeah, your GPU might render more frames per second, but if your monitor cannot display them, then that is irrelevant, right? And it will just cause you to have a worse experience because your monitor cannot render those frames anyways. Yeah, there is like a, I don't know, like there's now also like, there's now frames, like the very common refresh rate now is 180, right? But there is now also much higher refresh rates, and I don't know, I don't know where the actual ceiling is, but back in the day, people always said, oh, there is no difference, and I actually was one of them. I was like, oh, there isn't gonna be a difference between 60 to 90 because, you know, like, because we're watching movies in 23 FPS, right? So that, like, there was always this, like, urban legend of, like, we're watching movies in 23 because that is basically when we can't see them apart anymore, the frames, right? So how could we then tell the difference between 60 and 90, right? But I was wrong. I was extremely wrong. There is a massive difference. And whenever I now see 60 FPS, I clearly can see the difference, right? But now I'm here again and I'm saying there is no way you can tell the difference between 180 and 400. And I'm ready to eat my words in a year or so. Right? But that's what I believe right now. I changed from 60 to 144 and I could tell the difference. Yeah. No, you can definitely tell the difference. I mean, okay, yeah, let's not talk about upscaling. I will just get upset. I will just get upset. Wait, I'm in overheat. This is bad. Okay, we're fine. Oh, yeah. If you play old games actually, like, the speed of the games scale with your FPS. So old games literally break when you play them on too high FPS. That is a very common thing. Oh wait, I'm in full bloom even. Also have the ultra move. I'm an absolute hater of the whole upscaling shit. It's just like another, like, companies being lazy thing, you know? But yeah, let's not talk about it. But yeah, high five, Prince. We both agree on something. Yeah, it is a middle finger to, like... It's a middle finger to a whole profession as well, but yeah. Yeah. I think the list might be soon able to fill, like, a sticky this size. But yeah, Apes, I also believe I cannot tell the difference between 140 and 180. I do have 180 now, but like when I play games, right? Some games I do have like, sometimes I have 140, 180. I don't think I can tell the difference, but now there's even monitors with like 400. Obviously you need also an insane GPU to utilize that, but I don't know. I think there's no, you cannot, I think like we've reached the limit of our eyes, but who knows? Maybe I will eat my words again. Or maybe we're just too old, you know? Maybe there's a new generation of humans with better eyes. At some point we're gonna need 8 eyes to see our monitors. Or at some point we don't need monitors at all anymore because we just have the AI whisper into our ears what we're hallucinating in the moment. I should probably go to bed. I booked an appointment for sugar waxing my legs tomorrow. Wow, you're actually like going somewhere to let them let them wax them. I get to have fresh legs for the football match. Oh right, it is more relevant for you playing football. I actually did not even consider that. Also, I don't have to think, that is a nice one, not having to think about shaving for your vacation. But yeah, Apes, I am actually surprised, like yeah, it is pretty late for you. But I appreciate you being here, it has been a pleasure. But whenever you want to sleep, go ahead. This stream doesn't appear to be much more than this boss fight. Not much to miss here. We go full digital glasses, monitor projection then. They'll be 8K and voice controlled. I mean, yeah, I agree. We will go glasses, but again, then you don't need 8 eyes anymore, right? Because you just have it. I guess that is quite nice. I would have just like not actually considered going somewhere to, like, I don't even know where I can go here to, I mean, probably have that done. But yeah, I get that that is kind of nice to get that out of the way. You've been curious to try waxing. Oh. I see, yeah. That is actually the reason why I wouldn't consider going somewhere. I would rather do it myself. I feel like I'm just better at like just doing it myself and, you know, enduring pain I'm causing myself. But I am a shaver. Like I'm, but also I am blessed with very blonde hair, meaning I do not have to be as thorough on the, you know. I do not have to shave as often and as thoroughly. Oh really? It's not painful at all. Maybe I like pain. Maybe you do. Actually, you know, like whenever I have my monthly, I should do it when I have my monthly pain. It is the perfect counter pain. What a boss fight. The boss didn't really do much, eh? Maybe I wasn't under-leveled in the main game. Or you use an electric one even for the... I mean, you use an electric one for the beard, right? Or do you use an electric one even on the body? I just use, like... avoiding some places, yeah. Nah, I just use manual labor. What has happened to this place? Come now, we're getting close to the city. There was one mishap once already. Only one? I've cut myself. Like, as a teenager, I cut myself a lot. You know, but like, genuinely, like, it's mostly like on the legs, you know, like shaving in a hurry. Like, I cut myself a lot as a teenager. Now, as an adult, it happens very rarely, but it still can sometimes happen. Like, around the knees is a bit of a tricky area. Because, like, you know, like, it's best to shave your knees. It's best to shave your knees having them like this, right? Because then everything is, like, stretched. You know, no soft skin getting in between. But if you're in a hurry, then you might just, like, trying to do it, like, standing or whatever, and yeah, you'll end up hurting yourself. Just down there, nowhere else. Oof. It's not a very good one either, yeah. You feel like it's been getting louder. I never considered using an electric one for the legs. But now you got me kind of curious because, like, here's the thing. Like, both waxing and shaving, like, my legs are pretty sensitive. Like, I get skin irritation both from shaving and waxing. From waxing less so, but it's also gotten better with shaving for me, just from, like, basically, if I shave often, and keep the shaving short, then the irritation isn't bad. Yeah, I don't know, like, I know there's, like, a lot of, like, shavers and stuff, like, it can get pretty insane, like, on the pricing, on the product, I don't know, but I've just never considered really getting an electric one for the legs. Really? Huh. You know, it's kind of interesting, right? Like, you never really know whether you're a pussy or not. Like, sure, you can compare with others, like, what kind of pain they feel and whatever the fuck, but you never truly know whether you're a pussy or not. Because at the end, it's, like, very subjective. Nobody obviously wants to think they're a pussy, but I guess this is, like, the wisdom I've gained with my age. I have accepted that maybe I am a pussy about certain things. I'm not sure. I've always... Okay, here's the thing, right? The one thing I'm very certain I'm not a pussy about is actually my monthly sufferings. I know they're pretty strong. Just based off, like, how many painkillers I have to take and shit like that. And based off how I've learned, like, kind of, like, to deal with the pain, right? Like, now, no other pain has made me really, like, learn to accept and sit through strong pain, right? Yeah, it's absolutely a thing that varies per person. But here's the thing. Because I know that is a strong pain, and I've learned to deal with that pain, right? Having that. I kind of always assumed that because I've learned to deal with that pain, that I'm not a pussy, basically. Right? I always thought, like, because of that, I think I'm not sensitive when it comes to pain. But I've realized as I gotten older that that is, like, a totally, like, false, like, conclusion to draw. Just because I'm good at managing this one pain I have every month doesn't mean I'm not sensitive in terms of other things, right? Because the thing you mentioned with the hair, right? to me it's even painful like ripping out a tiny hair here, right? And like so there's actually even multiple layers to it. There's like, how intense do you feel the pain, right? Like, how sensitive is your body, the physical side of it? Then how good are you at enduring it, right? Like stuff like there's like at least these two layers to it as well. But yeah, it's just a little funny like tangent to go on about. My cramps are so bad, I usually just try to sleep through them. If I even can sleep, apes. Like, one of the big issues with my monthly pains is that it completely screws my sleep rhythm. I know. I'm very well capable of ruining the sleep rhythm myself as well. But whenever I have my monthlies, they do tend to ruin my sleep rhythm for like 2 to 3 days. Because for me it's usually so bad that I cannot sleep, or at least I cannot sleep whenever I want to, right? And I will only sleep basically short amounts. Like if I'm like having like heavy cramps, right? Like there's like kind of like multiple steps to it, and if it's really bad, yes, sometimes it's best to lay down and like let the pain happen. And there's almost like a moment to like where like the cramps loosen up because I've like accepted and relaxed and forced myself to relax. And when that happens, then usually I can sleep for a bit. But I don't know, I sleep like basically only like 3 to 4 hours max when I have my monthlies, and then I wake up with pain again. Like, the last time I had them was honestly really bad. It was at this beginning of the week. I only had 2 hours of sleep. Like, you know, like, it's actually, like, almost the bigger issue. I mean, obviously they're tied together, but, like, how much it messes with my sleep is why it ruins, like, my, like, work, basically. Like, it's more so than the pain, even. It's the, if I can do this, I can do anything kind of mindset. Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is. Mustache hair, I absolutely feel though. Yeah, that's, but I mean, I can imagine like the facial hair is, like, the face is so sensitive, right? Yeah, I mean, facial hair, I can imagine. Like, face is super, super sensitive. But it's interesting that you don't feel it elsewhere. Like, to me, like, I mean, okay, I obviously, like, here's the thing, right? Like, the funny thing is, like, I do have hair on my arm, but, I mean, obviously it's the camera too, but, since I'm blessed with, like, the super blonde hair, it's invisible, basically, right? But there is hair here, all over. I'm very hairy, chat, okay? But yeah, blessed with the blonde hair, it's not visible. But yeah, pulling your hair here isn't too bad. I agree. Like, it is not very bad. Maybe the nerves are just dead everywhere but my nose. My dentist said the pain is worse the closer to the brain it is. Is that true? But that would mean... No. I don't think that's true. That would mean that the eyebrows here would be more painful than, like, here. It's so hard to compare, though. I mean, I guess it's like a funny little side fun fact, I guess. That is sorta true. Wait, no, what about the guys? Do the guys have their... Do the guys have their brain in their balls, or what? What is your dentist talking about? No, if this were true, apes, then the brains would be... Guys' brains would be in the balls, right? And people say that women are most pain sensitive actually in the boobs. So for women's brains would be in the boobs. There is a lot. No, I know, Prince. That is like, there's obviously a lot of jokes here with the brains and the balls. I think there's a lot of factors. I think for specifically when we're talking about hair, it's probably also just how thick your skin is, right? And facial skin is extremely thin, so it is more painful there, right? While skin on your arm is thicker than your facial skin. The city is enormous. I hope it isn't another anomaly.
It appears real, just like all the buildings we came across before.
Elrant, it looks just as I remember it. How about you tell us more about this place before we go in there? This, the city of Elrant, located on Miranda in the western part of Landis. Back then, it was one of the largest towns in existence. I was born into the royal family there, where I was known as Tia. Don't leave me. Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm trying to like get to a point where I can save. But no, Apes, it was fun hanging out. Have a good night. May your next monthlies not be as bad. One thing I have learned for myself, obviously, hot water bottle helps. But I have noticed that bowel is related to it a lot for me. I can't tell if it's the same for you, but basically, make sure you take a shit. And make sure nothing... Make sure there's no traffic jam in your bowel. That's what I've learned for myself over the years, that is a big factor too, that basically if you have any sort of constipation, it gets like 10 times worse for me. And I do tend to have constipation pretty easily from certain types of food. Yeah. I'm sure that is stuff you all wanted to hear. Alright.
Come on, Tia. You're always so slow.
Yeah. Best is honestly to do it before they are coming. I have honestly considered getting like, you know, like, what are they called? Laxatives, right? Like that, I've considered that, honestly, to make sure it's out before the cramps start. Yeah, to me, like, you know, I always thought it would get better as I'm older, but honestly, it's gotten worse because I have more stomach issues now that I'm older. I'm like, my body is pretty sensitive in regards to food, for sure. But yeah, that is an adding factor to it.
There's a fun surprise waiting just for you, Tia.
A surprise, you say? I could certainly use a distraction. I'd completely forgotten what she looked like. But I do think we did see her like this, right? Because didn't her initial love story... I think her initial love story also happened here. But I want to know... So I think we're seeing a flashback of her memories, but it would be interesting to see if we traveled to a time where she is also still alive. I've learned my body really hates fruit juice, but it's not gonna stop me. Yeah, I love milkshakes, but milk is really bad for me. But sometimes, you know, from time to time. I take it. And then I suffer a whole evening, but it's still worth it.
Hearing news about the Harbinger wreaking havoc day in and day out takes its toll. But I can already guess what the surprise is. So is it finally finished? Now, don't spoil my fun. Come on. Never change, Maeve.
Oh. Fuck. I can't open the menu.
My queen, it is an honor to meet you here.
Oh, that is nicely done. Talk to me, peasant. Okay.
Apologies for the odor, my queen. The fungus from the lab down below stinks like a Polka's armpit. See that vein over there? He's the only one who introduces himself by name. For some reason, he frightens me.
Are you the vein?
My name is Kane, and I'm responsible for drawing the seals. The council has been meeting here in Elrant for weeks. There's much to discuss in this final phase.
Okay, so he's drawn the seals, so they're about to seal the Harbinger. One last question. How are you with needles? I used to freak out as a kid. I have no problem with needles whatsoever. But I do not like looking at it either. So usually, like, when I'm at a doctor and they just ask me, I'm like, I just don't look at it usually. And it just happens. And I have, like, no problem with needles. And I also don't find, like when they take blood or whatever, like, I don't find that all that painful at all. Like, for me, like, if I don't look, it's fine. Like, obviously you feel it, but it's, like, not bad at all.
There you are. Surprise! Pandora's box is finally ready for you. It shines so beautifully. Over the years, we have stored copious amounts of ether inside of it, enough for whatever plans we may carry out in the future. But it's not without its risks, my queen. Once placed inside your ether, there lies the possibility of you losing your life upon opening it. The maidens have dedicated their lives to the cause. There's no risk we're not willing to take. Still, we'll have some of us Veen accompany you inside your ether. They'll act as your guards, defending the box and your life, no matter the cost. And what if they fail? Then their objective is to sacrifice as many human lives as possible, returning the ether to the maelstrom and thus strengthening the bars of the Harbinger's cage. Oh. Let's hope it doesn't come to that in the end. What's going on?
My queen, the Harbinger is here. It appeared out of thin air.
Here in Elrant? No, not now.
Right, the city we traveled back, is still in good shape. That means the Harbinger hasn't attacked yet. You know what I hate more than needles? The damn pressure taker thing where they put the strap. Yeah. Always felt like they were gonna go too far and crush my arm. When I was in the hospital, right, because of my allergic attack, they had once one of those on my arm the whole night and would go every 10 minutes, and I was supposed to sleep like that. And even funnier, I have constantly low blood pressure always, right? So it would go every 10 minutes, right? It would go, and every 10 minutes the machine would beep because my blood pressure was too low, right? So every 10 minutes, also a nurse would come, press the button for, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I did not get much sleep that night. Yeah. It was horrendous. I can even add to that, I haven't even told the worst thing. I needed to go to toilet, and they told me that I wasn't allowed to go to toilet alone in my, you know, state. And they told me that they also couldn't bring me to the toilet at that time. So my only option was a bucket. I am not shitting you. They put a bucket under my butt in the hospital bed for me to piss into. Like, oh my god, like, that night was like the fucking worst. No, they shifted, it was like a, okay, the bucket was like a, it was like a, more like a bowl, I guess, but it was made out of plastic, right? And they basically like, just like, it was the, they just like, yeah, it was like a big pan, and they just like moved it under my butt inside the bed. And then I had to pee. Being still like plugged in everything. And I wasn't alone, by the way. I did not have my own room. This was like the, it was like the emergency station, basically, right? Like there were other people, and I had to pee into a like pan bucket under my butt in a bed while the other people were around. It's, yeah, that was like it was the worst thing ever. Oh my god, just thinking of it, I wanna go shower right now. But yeah, anyways.
Here in Elrant? No, not now. Our preparations aren't finished yet. We must act quickly. Almost all of our resources are stored here. Fleeing is not an option.
And yeah, that's like spot on, friends. Hospitals are extremely degrading. There's more respect for your dignity in a house. Especially here, because where I live in Hamburg, actually we have legalized prostitution. And no matter what you think, whether you're in support of that or not, I think it's better than having like the illegal prostitution, because it like, you know, it means less illegal human trafficking. It's not like it's not happening at all anymore, but you know, if the whores have to be like, you know, or prostitutes have to be like registered at the tax office and everything, we're keeping track of it, right? Oh, you didn't know it was illegal to begin with? It depends. Like in some places it's illegal. Okay, I thought in America it's probably illegal because America is very Christian, right? But it's probably in America also based on places. But yeah, here in Germany it depends on the state. But yeah, Hamburg where I live, we have legalized prostitution basically. Yep. The prostitutes are registered at the tax office. They are paying their tax too. Yeah, I do think, like, the thing is, like, if it happens anyways, right, I'd rather have it legalized, right, because it gives this, like, it means those women can be protected, you know, because they're registered, they have insurance, they are like, you know, it's not like something that's just happening. Like, again, like it prevents like a lot of the human trafficking side of things, etc. because everything has to be registered anyways. There is still illegal parts to it, but the illegal parts are way smaller, right? Because obviously also clients would rather do it legal, like go use the service legally than illegally, right? But yeah.
Tell Leona and his men to engage the fiend. They need to buy us some time. Lean, ready your magic.
Get to work, everyone. Prepare the song, close the boxes, draw the seals.
May the gods fight on our side. We were no match against it. There was no weapon that could kill this evil.
But in the end, you were able to stop it.
For the moment, true. Within the council were the Ween, who developed a method of sealing a being inside the maelstrom. We were able to halt the Harbinger's reign of terror, but its cage of ether isn't going to hold it forever. It's been slowly eating away at its prison from the inside, while at the same time the ether has been growing weaker from more and more people being born on Eldria. Sooner or later the Harbinger will escape its cage and ravage the world once more. That's why the Order of Leonor was founded by the Council. We're to find a weapon for the time when it returns. Since my echo was sent through the maelstrom in the middle of the Harbinger's attack on Elrant, I don't know what exactly happened afterwards. I didn't even witness the Ween sealing the Harbinger.
Well, the city looks quite good as far as we can tell, despite all the miasma.
It appears as though they were able to rebuild most of the city.
Well then, let us enter the city. Okay, so it is after the attack. Here he comes!
Let me take a look.
Can't see anything.
Look at that, they can all talk. They're normal people after all.
I'm not so sure I would call these things normal, Mika. Worry not, my dear citizens. We promise you that the beasts will be vanquished long before they're inside of the city walls. Is he talking about us? Because we're in the city right now.
I can't believe it. It's him.
Someone you know?
That's Leonar, the great hero Leonar, the strongest warrior known to Elrant.
His lineage has produced numerous great heroes. Alfred of the Band of the White Dragon is one of them. You there! Stop!
They don't look very friendly.
Drop your weapons!
What have we done?
Are you kidding? Your existence is your crime, ghosts!
Ghosts? We're no ghosts. Don't try to fight them. We must try to talk this through. Leonar will understand.
I really hope you're right. Alright, we surrender. Wise move. Arrest them, Min. This looks bad. Oh woo, there's nothing we can do to help them. Well, we can keep our fingers crossed, but we might as well continue with our research for the time being. Ah, classic. Starting with a prison break. All these anomalies are getting worse and worse. Yeah, now these ghosts can leave them and wander around Elrond. Oh, they're thinking it's portals to the afterlife. Huh, why though? If you saw portals pop open and people come through the portals, you know, in your real life. I mean, I don't know, maybe some people would assume it's ghosts. But I feel like for me that would be like I would think of many other things before I would think, oh, this is a portal to the land of the dead. But honestly, it's kind of believable. Like, this is like in the past, you know, it could be like play into their religious beliefs. They do seem pretty real though, just like those researchers we caught a few days ago. This group calls themselves the Crimson Wings though. Well, they're real enough to do work around the castle at least. Currently, all of them are out doing tasks they were assigned. But I wonder why we're needed here to guard a single dog. Wait, we're playing as the dog? Oh my god, that's incredible. Oh my god, we're doing a prison break as the dog. Woof, woof, woof. Sleep and end the day. So you're pretty experienced in repairing sky armors, right? Rather useful knowledge for a ghost. Been trying to tell you, we're not ghosts. Is it possible to speak to your leader? To Lord Leonor? Forget it. Now get your job done, or there will be consequences. Again, this is all a misunderstanding. What? Wait. Are these? These are Seraph armors. All of them. Impossible. And they're all in incredible condition, as if they're almost brand new. The one over there has some problems with... They look so light. Where's the energy stored? Wait, can the torso really rotate to the degree I think it can? And over there is... Wait, where are you running off to? I see, Glenn is having a good time. Seraph armors, Seraph armors. Yeah, I completely forgot. But yeah, actually, I think they weren't actually even building new armors anymore, right? In the modern time? I don't know, but... I do remember, like, that they were extremely rare, at least. Anyways, it is time for me. I can't go as long as we did yesterday. I do have to work after all. But yeah, it was fun. We played some of the game. But mainly we chatted a lot, which is obviously always nice. It was a good boss fight, am I right? We still didn't really find out whether the boss was force cloned or whether the boss birthed a child on the loading screen. But yeah, anyways, thank you for hanging out. See you soon. Maybe already tomorrow, who knows? But it might also be that I need to get some sleep tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll spare the stall today. Thank you, thank you. Have a good night, Prince, and everybody else. See you maybe tomorrow. At the latest, as always, every Saturday. Bye bye. Good night.